Welcome back, guys. My name is Mufflee. I know I haven't done a Fallout 4 video in quite some time. However, I jumped back on Fallout 4 and I wanted to check out the modding scene. And I found the Sandbag Fortification mod by Neuralator. Highly recommend downloading it if you're into the World War II style building. And I was able to build this entire base, I'd say 95% of this base, off of just that one mod. As you can see here, it adds in all of these little spiked walls, spiked fencings, the little, I think they're called shark tooths, so they like stop tanks from driving up. They add like little sandbags and trenches, little base fortifications, which I'll show you later on, and it just came out absolutely amazing. It looks just like D-Day. So I want to give you guys a not fast tour because the base I made is insanely large, but as quick as I can tour of the entire base themed after D-Day. Over here is the opposite side of the base, and it looks just like, I mean, it's absolutely insane. It looks really cool. So let's do this in real time without the fog, and this is the front entrance here. Actually, let's take off onto the right here and check out the beach scene itself. I added all the fire and smoke to make it look like bombs went off and such, and here we have the little bunker where the machine guns would be shooting out down. As you can see, the trenches that are in the front there, which I'll show you guys in a couple minutes here. This is actually Nordhagen Beach. You can see the Predwin in the background there. Let's get a little closer look here of the bunker. And before we actually jump inside the trenches in the bunker, let's enter through the front entrance over here. In the front here, we have little guard stations, of course, for protection, and in the middle, we have a little convoy emptying out some supplies for any of the soldiers living on base. This red building here on the left, I believe it's called a Quonset hut. I could be pronouncing it wrong, but that's what it's called inside the mod itself. And it actually came in the Sandbag Fortification mod, and that just shows how much this single mod has to it. It's really militaristic, which I absolutely love. You can do so much with it. Inside here, I have standard military bedding for all the soldiers to sleep at night. Very formalized, all uniformed. Sniper tower over there in the right, which we'll come back to. We have a little communication center in here. I have a little solar panels mod, which is on the outside, which added a little bit of a touch to it. Because you're on base and you're not going to be running through generators of electricity. Now let's head on outside and see there's the sniper tower that I was talking about. And these are the trenches over here on the left, once I decide to check it out. These are the trenches with sandbags that they come inside the Sandbag Fortification mod. Even this little lookout that have pre-made fortifications that you can use, which came out absolutely awesome by the modder. I gotta thank him 100 million times because I love this mod. It has so much to it. They have little openings that you can get. They have closed off ones, little standalone ones, combined with these little spiked fences, the barbed wire fences. I put them on top to give it more of the World War II style theme, so soldiers can't just run up past it. Here I made a little artillery base, or outpost, so when it's time to fire, you drop the little cloth on top of it, and they would shoot out onto any of the ships out there, you know. Following through here, got more trenching, and these trenches, they're just so cool. Up here we have the other half of the convoy carrying a helicopter through, and I just wanted to add that in because it looked pretty cool. It's militaristic, so you know. Anyways, nothing too special. Moving on, let's go check out inside the bunkers itself. And these came out pretty well. I'm actually very happy, very happy with the way they came out. So they are very World War II D-Day themed style. Inside here, just some guy hanging out. And up top I have machine guns posted up, just like in World War II, you know, they'd be shooting down. I don't know if you guys ever played Medal of Honor or any of the Call of Duties where they have the bunkers and you're shooting machine guns down, you gotta rush up. So that's sort of the theme behind it. Now let's head on over to the other half of the base. That's right, there's actually a whole entire half of the base I know Nordhagen Beach is actually only on that side. However, I decided to extend it a lot further with a mod. I forget what it's called. I think it's like extending settlement lines. If you guys really want to know, I'll search it up for you. Just let me know down in the comments. But here's another bunker. Of course, we have another pre-made outpost for the soldiers to be guarding the beaches. And now we have the cool trenches that I decided to make really, really large. There's just a lot to them. So these, as you can see, these are just the full ones without the windows through them. And the cool thing about them is that they actually clip together, so you don't have to worry about snapping them or getting them really close or using place anywhere. They all just snap right together perfectly, and they have right-angled ones, straight ones. There's just a whole bunch of them. It's really cool. This mod is unbelievable how much it has inside of it. In here we have the armory, which the another quinset hut, I believe. So I added little fencings inside of here to block it off from anybody who's not supposed to be in here, you know. But I thought it was pretty cool the way I did this. I had the trench lead right up into the armory itself, which I'll show you an aerial, not aerial view, but more of a higher up perspective of what it looks like in a couple moments here. So, oops, you got left an opening there. That's okay. Nothing like a little tension of the enemy getting through. So another guy looking through a window off trench there, and here we have the back portion of the base, which are just a couple more outposts. This is also another pre-made outpost that you can use with just sandbags instead of the wood walling. A sniper outpost, which I actually lowered into the ground and used place anywhere, so that way I could have it not sticking up extremely high. You know, I didn't want that for the back here. And we have another artillery post, nothing special again. As you see, I have a tank on fire back there as if it didn't make it past the artillery. Fancy, another guy looking out the window, nothing special. A little hangout spot right there on the right. Do with a minigun, because why not? You know. Over here on the left, I have a little mini training center, or gun range for the soldiers. So they can come here and practice, shoot at the targets, you know. And I actually have an opening to the gun range itself for anybody who needs to check the targets and stuff, you know, for accuracy. Up there we have the instructor's watchtower. God forbid that the instructors get shot, however, they can watch the soldiers shoot and perform. So to get there, we had to take this trench back here, and it goes around. And here we'll be able to see the aerial view of the armory as well. So they can look down and watch them shoot the targets, which is pretty cool. And over here to the right is actually the armory itself. So see how it's completely encased in the trenching, and the only way to get in there is through the trenches. So that's really cool. I love the way I set up this. It's kind of like the squares, but it looks really awesome. So it is sort of a maze. I mean, if you really want to design like a complex maze with these trenches, you totally could. And I would love to see that. I just didn't have enough room here, and I'm sure the Xbox can't handle that because I'm too poor to afford a PC at the moment. And there we go. There's Fallout. That's Fallout in its finest. You can't beat that. Fantastic. So inside this bunker here is more so like the higher-ups. They'll have their offices inside here, you know, shit goes wrong. They'll have these places, and if they really want to, they can engage in battle. Up top here, of course, a little hangout spot. All the ammunition that they need. Miniguns to shoot on down at the enemy soldiers. Fancy stuff. Fancy stuff. I love that fire effect that I decided to throw on the beach. Not to hype my own builds up, but it came out looking really cool. So that's really about it, other than this little artillery base over here. There we go, lag. See what I mean by the Xbox not being able to handle this mod? Anyways, there's another artillery base, and there's just a couple more outposts, and I fortified the bridge with just a bunch of barbed wiring, so nothing can just casually walk through. Then I got a guard. You see the other side of the beach there, opposite side of the one that we were on. So it's sort of the same thing, just barbed wires and shark teeth, I believe they're called. But that's really about it, guys, for this entire tour. I'm sorry that it was so long. I did just build a lot, and I wanted to show it all off. So, anyways, I'll be back on my regular grind of all the Grand Theft Auto ARC videos, and maybe I'll sneak in another Fallout video if this receives some good feedback. My name is Mufflee, and I'll see you Wastelanders out in the Commonwealth.